everybody, and welcome to Flock Talk. Today we have a sort of mystery box to open. This box was sent to me by Planet Pleasures, and originally they wanted me to pick out the toys that I wanted, but instead I told them to just select the items they think a conure or a Quaker would like and send them over. So we both have absolutely no idea what is in this box today, and we are gonna find out. I have this really bad habit of figuring out the things that my birds like, and then basically never venturing outside of those things because I'm just kind of terrified of wasting money or wasting resources on trying something new that they are probably not going to end up liking. But this was a really good opportunity for me to see what sort of things they might end up liking, even if it's something I may not have personally bought. So let's find out. We're going to go to the floor again. Let's try and be somewhat safe about this. Okay, I think that might just be the most successful box opening I have ever had in my life. Future me here. So that paper that I just tossed aside, I threw it because it had the names of the toys that were in the box and I didn't want to get spoiled by them. But after the fact, I went and I read that package, and there's actually some information on here that I think you guys might find interesting. So we're going to just quickly read that. It says, our mission is to provide high quality natural toys for bird parents and their feathered companions. We are constantly striving to be more environmentally friendly by using agricultural byproducts that would otherwise end up in landfills, reclaiming and repurposing natural materials, and using sustainably farmed crops to incorporate into our toys. Equally important to us is to be a socially responsible company. All woven toys are handmade by a cooperative of weavers, which is also a member of the World Fair Trade Organization that we have been supporting for over 25 years. I just wanted to put that in here because I think it is super, super cool that they are doing their best to be as ethical as they can and repurposing things that would otherwise end up in the trash, and just being environmentally friendly and taking good care of their employees. I think that's super cool, and I just wanted to add that in here. So let's get back to the rest of it. Holy cow, they put so much stuff in here. So this one is called the Triangle Bouncer in large. I love the size of the weaves on this. They're nice and large, so it's going to make it very easy for me to be able to tuck sunflower seeds, or even their medium-sized pellets might actually be able to fit underneath the grooves of this one. And it's got those springy boingy bits, which I have on a different toy, and both of the birds have actually stretched them out a bit on the other one that I have, because they hang off of it and find a lot of joy in kind of swinging off of these parts. So they are definitely going to enjoy this. Let's see. Oh, look how cute this is. It looks like a little hat. Oh my goodness. I need to redo that tutorial where I had Mio wear the Santa hat and just have one of the birds wear this as a little hat. That is the cutest little thing. Oh my goodness. The chains are so, so small. This one is called the Jellyfish Mini, and mini it is. Holy cow. I could see this being really great for like a canary or something as well, because it's got these fibers at the bottom that canaries and finches tend to enjoy kind of picking and plucking at. I could definitely see a lot of fun to be had with this one. It is so small, and Newt is a bird that likes to sleep pressed against a corner of his cage, like hanging off the wall, and then he will shove himself inside of a toy. So I could see him sticking his head up here and going to sleep with his head inside of this. All right, oh, this one is going to be so great for foraging. This is called the Foraging Pinata Medium, so there you go. But this one has like these holes in it as opposed to just the straight weaves that you can stuff stuff under. It's got actual holes, and then the middle is stuffed with more of their weaving material. So I could easily put their medium to large pellets inside these holes, and they actually have to rip open the toy like a piñata to be able to access the stuff that's hiding inside. That is going to be so much fun. I am going to be able to make a lot of foraging opportunities out of this one. Yeah, I see one down here that I don't think I would personally purchase, so I want to check it out. It looks like a broom. Oh, it's really soft. That feels really nice, actually. What is this one? It's just called the Fan Preener Medium. Okay, so this is a toy that you would typically place in the bird's cage if they're going to be gone for long periods of time, and then they can pretend to preen this material. If you have a bird that over-preens or plucks their feathers, which is something that Newt does struggle with, this could be really beneficial for him to be able to redirect that preening energy onto this toy and this material instead of his own body. That is going to be so, so cool. I'm really curious if he's gonna like it. If he doesn't, I do, because this feels fantastic. I have this one, or I have maybe an older version of it. Where is it? Hold on. Found it. I have had this for years, and you can see the ends have gotten quite chewed up and the top has gotten quite chewed up, but it's still thriving. They've changed the design a little bit, but I've had this one, oh gosh, it's probably been a good like 4 or 5 years that I have had this toy for. But it looks like they've redesigned it a little bit, and they've got more of the stringy bits, which my birds obviously chewed and destroyed on the last one. I love using this one for foraging for really, really large pellets or a few feet nutriberries, because it's just these like triangle cones stacked on top of each other. So you can tuck the jumbo pellets on the inside of those, and then the birds can just easily pull them out. It's a nice, easy forager if you have a bird that kind of struggles with foraging or you're just introducing it. It's easy to solve, doesn't require them to actually chew through anything, but you can increase how much the pellet is hidden to make it slightly more difficult and encourage those foraging skills. This one was called the 5-layer toy with tassels small. I see another hat. This one comes with a head. So this is, does it have a name? There we go. This one is called Egghead Medium. I mean, I suppose it's a little bit rude. I wouldn't call him an egghead personally. I think you have a great personality. So this one's kind of fun because they've left the ends of the weaves out, and this is quite a like crunchy material, which my birds have all really enjoyed throughout the years. So by leaving the ends there, it kind of makes it a bit easier for them to want to chew and wrestle at, and just the sounds that that makes, I think that the birds could have a lot of fun with that. Lots of birds find a lot of joy in just these sounds that different toys can make. So if you have a bird who likes sound, but you're avoiding bells and things like that because they can cause aggression or because of the risks of them swallowing the ball inside the bell, this could be a different interesting sound that you could give them and see if maybe they might enjoy that. This also has those same loose tassels, which I could just pull this like string off of the bottom and have them all flail out. And then the top of this sombrero hat has a very deep scoop, a very deep reservoir that you can put seeds or millet or pellets in, and then the birds get to go and try and find it. I could see me putting like crinkle paper on top of that as well, so you have a bit of like a foraging bowl, but on a toy that's randomly scattered throughout the room. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, what's next? This one looks super cute. Look at the like pom-poms. That's the thing, oh, there's a bird on top. I don't know how they do it or the amount of time it must take to weave the shapes like this, and even just like the hats and everything. Like the amount of skill that must take is completely beyond me, but oh my goodness, does this toy ever just look so pretty. And that's the one thing I really love about Planet Pleasures is look at how vibrant those colors are. Like that orange is neon, and that deep, deep red, like they're colors, and it's not patchy, there's no like faded spots. The entire thing is just crazy, crazy with how pigmented it is. And birds are so sensitive to color and they love color. So the fact that their toys are always so vibrant and eye-catching, honestly, it just draws birds right to them most of the time, I swear. This one is called the Paradise Tower, and it has another spot with like these sombrero hats where you could hide stuff in the little scoop reservoir, or you could actually hide it inside the hat where like your head would normally go if you were wearing it, and then the bird has to lift it up to access it. The bottom one would probably work quite well for that. This is going to be fantastic for foraging, and these textures, I don't know what this bottom piece is. It's almost kind of like horn husk maybe, but again, it creates a really satisfying crunchy sound that I'm pretty sure my birds are going to love. And you could easily stuff seeds and stuff in there too, or medium-sized pellets, and there's more foraging, and I have got an infinite amount of foragers right now. This is fantastic. Okay, last one. We got more sombreros. So this one is called the Tropicana, and it has 2 little sombreros on the end, and then what I am assuming are some larger pieces of corn husk that have been dyed super vibrant. The colors aren't coming off either. My hands aren't coming off like dyed red. Some toys, the color doesn't soak into the wood or the material quite as well, and it'll come off on your hands. Unless you soak this in water, like it's not coming off, and like I'm a little sweaty right now, I'm not gonna lie, and it's not coming off of my fingers, which is absolutely fantastic, because the last thing you want is to have like a white bird and then get them dyed orange and pink, and that doesn't seem to be the case here. Oh, inside of this, between all of the mess of the corn husks, there's also some like mahogany pods. And I bought these on that one other toy, and I was just really curious about it because I was trying to try a new wood, and my birds tend to prefer softer woods like balsa or sola, and I didn't know how hard mahogany was going to be, so I tried it, and it's actually pretty soft. It's harder than sola. It's pretty similar to balsa, I would say, but it breaks apart a little differently, but you can still dent it with your fingernail. So if you have like a parrotlet or a budgie, those smaller guys, mahogany is another really good option for them. Well, obviously, if we have a bunch of new toys, they have to try them out. So that is it. That was the entire box of toys. Thank you so much to Planet Pleasures for sending this to me. My birds are absolutely going to go bonkers when they get access to all of these toys. My room is going to be full. For those of you guys that are interested in any of these Planet Pleasures toys, if you use the code FLOCK20 at checkout, you can get 20% off your entire order. It is one use per person or per account, but you will get 20% off the entire order. So if you're looking to stock up on bird toys, that could be a great way to do so while saving on some cash. But that will do it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.